I'm also astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Tampa. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Play fake. Mayfield. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Bucs at 10-6 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff to Chandler. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Mayfield. Pass out to the sideline. Elliott with it. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Love looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check,
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Michael Thomas, he's got a first quarter touchdown grab there.
On the double.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check you. Ready.
Now Love. Oh, he rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
From the 16, Mayfield. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Regular.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
King.
Mayfield on play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 2nd and 7, Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Love now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
To throw, Mayfield. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Run. Rail.
Mayfield looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17.
Regular.
Mayfield now. This is caught by Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. They run it with Chandler. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ty Chandler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On 2nd and 12, Love over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and 3rd and 8 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This is taken at the 23. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Love. And he's got his big tight end here.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Love to throw for it on 4th. They'll complete this one to Watson. And oh, this is going to depend on forward progress. But they're saying no, he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Love. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Love. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Run, run, run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Alert, 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 alert. Run, run, run. King.
Mayfield off the play fake. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. That's taken in by Watson. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd and 9, Love. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Rashawn Gary drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Play fake. Here's Love. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Ready, set.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle, Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
On 4th down, Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Now Chandler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Chandler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First down, Love to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Off the play fake, Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 69 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. Chandler, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.